Hello everybody, this is Kelly. Welcome to our first edition of our news radio vlog. The Bureau of Immigration has appealed lawmakers to pass a new measure to replace the 76-year-old regulating of the immigration of foreigners into the Philippines. So I think they're going to try to change things around. The BI commissioner said the antiquated Philippine Immigration Act is long overdue for replacement, saying it is no longer attuned to the present times. In a statement, Morente said he will ask President Duterte to certify as urgent bills for the new immigration law filed in both the Senate and the House of Representatives. The present law is no longer attuned to the present realities and changing times. The enactment of the new immigration law is long overdue. We appeal to Congress to make this a priority, he said. The Philippine Immigration Act was passed in 1940 during the Commonwealth government, when the Philippines was still a colony of the United States. The existing law governs the organization of the BI and regulates the immigration of foreigners into the country. Morente said that he met with Senator Franklin Drilon, who authorized and filed a Senate bill which seeks to reorganize the BI to make it more effective enforcer of the country's immigration laws. A new law is needed so the BI can more effectively discharge its function as the chief regulator of the entry and stay of aliens in the country. Drillion's Senate bill also aims at the redefine the BI's functions and introduce changes to the now obsolete system and procedures under the present law. Former Speaker Feliciano Belmonte Jr. also filed a counterpart immigration bill in the House of Representatives. His version aims to reorganize the bill and convert it into a commission, giving it expanded jurisdiction as well as streamlined powers and functions to eliminate red tape. As reported by ABS-CBN News, on 1/29/2018, the Philippine National Police on Monday relaunched its door-to-door anti-drug drive after a near 4-month hiatus, saying it was impossible to avoid bloodshed when suspects fight back. With the revival of Aplang Takhang, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines urged the PNP to avoid any further waste of lives. Under the new Takhang guidelines, police who go from house to house seeking suspects surrender can only do so during office hours. Should the suspect refuse to surrender, he or she will be referred to a separate police team for case buildup. The rule of law will always prevail and anti-narcotics efforts, but the results will always depend on the reaction of suspects, said PNP Chief Director General Ronald De La Rosa. He also said, I cannot give you 100% or a foolproof anti-drug campaign that will be bloodless. If someone says our anti-drug campaign can be successful without anyone dying, that's baloney, that's impossible, said De La Rosa. The human rights groups have claimed that some 12,000 drug suspects have died since President Rodrigo Duterte launched his war on drugs in 2016. Data from the PNP places the death toll nearly at 4,000. Here's some very good news. The new Mactan Cebu Airport terminal seemed to open ahead of schedule. Yep, if you're coming into Cebu, you will have to fly through the Mactan Airport, which is kind of bad. I've been through it, 3 or 4 times, and it's always been very busy. It's a small airport on Mactan Island in Lapu-Lapu. But Mactan Island Cebu, Mega White Cebu Airport Corporation might open the new terminal, or T2, of the Mactan Cebu International Airport in Lapu-Lapu City ahead of schedule. Chief Executive Andrew Harrison said they could open the new terminal by June, a month ahead of its July schedule. Although no specific date has been given, he added that T2 concessionaires had been told to be ready to open on June 1. They still have yet to confirm a final date of the opening in public. The construction of the new airport is now 74% complete. Once completed, the terminal is expected to cater to 4.5 million passengers annually. Ideally, it could go as much as 6 million or even 13 million a year. Terminal 2 will span approximately 45,000 square meters and can be expanded further in its second phase. The new terminal will serve all international flights, 8 Aerobridge equipped aircraft parking stands. It will be connected by a link bridge to Terminal 1, which will be refurbished for domestic use. Okay, what else do we have here? On Friday, the 31st, the cost of securing a copy of your birth certificate or your certificate of marriage called a CMAR, and a certificate of no marriage or CINMAR, which we had to get when me and Ann got married. You have to get a CINMAR. But again, when we go back, we also have to pay for the CMAR now because, well, we're married. Anyway, from the Philippine Statistics Authority, the PSA will go up. The prices are going to go up. So if you're planning on getting married, you'll be paying a little bit more. The PSA director said registry documents like birth certificates, death certificates, marriage certificates, and authentication will cost 155 pesos instead of 140 pesos. So you're going to be paying a little bit more for the paperwork, but it's not too bad. It hasn't gone up that much. The CINMAR and the CIMAR will be 210 pesos instead of the 195. So everything will go up a little bit. The economy is starting to go up here, so things will start going up. We've already noticed a climb in the fuel prices. When I first moved here, prices were about 38 pesos for a liter of gasoline, and now they're pushing 48, 49 pesos a liter. So it's going up, folks. Everything's going up, even here. Okay, so we got something else here. We have 150 couples to the tie the knot in Pag-ibig, I do. Couples will be wed in a free civil wedding ceremony dubbed the I Do, a nationwide activity sponsored by Pag-ibig Fund. In Cebu, 150 will be joining the event, which will be hosted by the Pag-ibig, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Fund Mactan branch in Lapu-Lapu City, in cooperation with its neighboring municipal government in Cordova. The activity is aimed at helping fund members who don't have any budget to spend for their wedding, at the same time legalize their union. This free civil wedding is open to all Pag-ibig Fund members who are single or even couples who have been cohabiting for 5 years or more, provided that they are already 24 years of age or more. The beneficiary couples will be given free ceremonial rings, flowers, bouquets for the bride, free Photoshop op, and will also receive souvenir items from the agency. They will also take part in the lottery of a kabuhayan, I think is how you say it, showcase that will be raffled off during the reception. Other than the showcase, appliances and cash gifts will also be raffled off. So that's a good idea. I really like that idea of a mass wedding for people who can't afford their own. Good for them. Okay, we have some traffic laws going into effect now. Cebu City Mayor Thomas Osmeña today will sign an executive order that will allow traffic enforcers to impound for a month any vehicles that will be caught counterflowing or going the wrong way. In the meantime, we will let the people be aware that this is going to happen. If they counterflow, I don't want to catch anyone. I just don't want people to be abusing, Osmeña told reporters. Under the EO, traffic enforcers can also apprehend motorcycle drivers who will use sidewalks. That's a big thing here. If they can't get around in the street, then they just jump up on the sidewalks. Osmeña reiterated that violators of traffic laws will be dealt with strictly. This is January 31, so if you're going to be coming here, or if you're already here and have a motorcycle or a car, do not be going the wrong way. They will impound your vehicle. Good for them. I've had too many close calls and the crap scared out of me. People going the wrong way anyway. Okay, the LTO eyes a permanent building for a regional office. The Land Transportation Office, or LTO 7 director, said yesterday that the agency will work for the construction of a permanent office in Cebu City. The LTO currently holds office in North Bacalso Avenue near the Cebu City Bus Terminal and the Bureau of Fire Protection. The LTO also, however, will soon have to leave the place because the Cebu City government has other plans for that area. Okay, so the LTO is looking for a new building. They're hoping to either build one or buy one because they've already been moved 3 times. The LTO has asked for an extension for the city twice until they can find a new place. In May of last year, the LTO director said they were still waiting for a budget from the Department of Transportation for the construction of their new office. So we will keep you up to date when that happens. For all you people looking to get your license or want to find your new place to get your license. Oh, here's some good news. The House okay's bill declaring Southern Leyte a tourism zone. Now, the House of Representatives approved a third and final reading that the bill seeks to declare the entire southern province a tourism zone, which will bring a lot of money to that area. With this, Southern Leyte Lone District Representative Roger Mercado, one of the authorities of the measure, has asked the Senate to make this bill a priority. It is my hope that the Senate will act favorably and for over 422,000 residents of Southern Leyte, he said. Mercado said that the tourism zone status confirmed by the HB 6392 bill is needed because it would authorize the Department of Tourism and the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority to get involved in upgrading the province facilities and capability to attend to tourists. The said bill, once enacted, should be implemented by the DOT and the Department of Public Works and Highway Departments, the funding of which shall be included in the annual General Appropriations Act and form internally generated funds of the DOT. Davao 1 District Rep Carlo Nograles co-authored the bill. Okay, folks, that is our news wrap-up for this week here in the Philippines. I hope you enjoyed our first edition. Please tune in next week for another edition. If you have any suggestions or comments, please, by all means, leave them in this comment section, as always. So until next time, I am Kano Kelly. Bye-bye.